So on to your more current role as the England player manager, national six-a-side. Tell me how you got into that role, and how did you get into six-a-side football? And was you in football before that? Was you playing 11-side? Did you come through an academy or anything like that?
Yeah, so like rewind about 20 years ago, was playing for Brentford.
Okay.
11s, normal Brentford normal team, and I was part of a project early on run by a coach called Louis, who runs lots of futsal programs now for England and FA courses and stuff. And he's really passionate about futsal and still is. And at the time, it was me and one other player, Majid Osman, who's currently playing pro actually in Lebanon, and plays for the Lebanese national team. So
nice.
it was me and him in the same age group in Brentford, and at the time we were probably the two players in our team who showed traits of small-sided football. We were very kind of technical. We weren't very tall players. We liked using the sole of a foot a lot. We liked toe punting the ball to score. We showed a lot of traits that were similar in the small-sided game. And I remember at the time, Louis took us out of a session. He picked us out of one of the sessions and he said, would you two be interested in playing futsal? So, we were skeptical at first because at that, especially 20 years ago, it wasn't really...
No, it wasn't big.
Here. Like now it's known, but 20 years ago, it was hardly even a known sport. Like I had to learn the sport, like brand new, like, never heard of it kind of thing. So anyway, that happened. We both got into it and we just really enjoyed it. And, we ended up playing for Brentford, ended up making a futsal team. So we played for the Brentford futsal team and we entered up competitions. We won a national tournament in Sheffield, which then got us entered to a global tournament in France. So we went out there, 14 years old, I think we were. Went out there, really enjoyed it. I think we got battered, but really enjoyed it. Got to have eye openers sometimes.
Of course.
And it was really good. Really enjoyed it. And I think that was probably where competitively my love of small-sided came. Obviously, growing up, like most people probably my age and older, just playing on the streets.
Of course.
Which, develops that kind of small-sided mentality anyway. You get the little flicks and tricks and, bits of aggression that you need for the small-sided game. And then going forward, just kind of carried on playing small-sided, playing at goals, playing at Power League, playing 5-side tournaments all around the country, which was getting looked at in the sense that people were saying if you keep doing well, you might be considered for the England team. Keep playing well, you might be considered, and just kept focused and trying to play these tournaments, national tournaments, and ended up managing to get a trial about 4 years ago, 2018, 2019. And was excited about it, but wasn't too always skeptical when when you're a player who's been to lots of trials when you're younger. So you go with hopeful, but never kind of too
much overconfidence.
Yeah. And it went well. Sometimes you got to be a bit lucky as well,
Of course, yeah.
Was fortunate, and I'm not gonna lie when I say that I was fortunate. Sometimes I don't like, a lot of people use the word lucky to footballers who might be playing in the Premiership or the Championship, and I don't really like that term because that suggests that they shouldn't be there, or that suggests that they haven't worked hard, or that suggests that
exactly.
Yes, there might be other players out there who are just as good. Yes, there might be other players out there who are better, but that doesn't make them lucky. I think personally, I think it's good timing. And I think for me, I think that was probably what it was. I think I was blessed with good timing. I think I had a good game at the right time. I think I was able to perform at the trial at the right time. I was fit at the right time. So I think the timing just aligned. And I think that's what it was. And I think for that reason, I was fortunate to get part of the squad, and then they made the squad smaller and smaller and smaller until we got to the World Cup, and then I was lucky enough to be selected for the World Cup team.
Nice.
Going to Crete, so I went to Crete.
Nice.
Which was nice. Yeah, it was good. And we lost, unfortunately, in the quarterfinal. But I had a really good tournament. I learned a lot. You know, I learned a heck of a lot that I take with me now in my small-sided game and in my kind of tactics side of it as well. So I think I was thrown quite in the deep end, and I think I've come out of it learning a lot. And I think I'm really grateful for that. And I hope that, you know, I can play in more and more World Cups and hopefully be able to win one.